Hello YouTube and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. Last time out, what were we doing last time out? I'm just trying to think. I actually cannot remember what's happened in the last episode. It's been a little while. I know we got some research, that's for sure. I just cannot remember how and where. Did we have a rocket? Oh, that's it. We had the unmanned rocket. We had the parachute issues and all of that stuff. So that was in the last episode. In this episode, I'm looking to try and make something that can allow me to take which contracts? Let me see. Allow me to take this contract. This contract. No, not that one. That's contract. This contract. And this contract, and be able to get that sorted, and potentially take the orbit Kerbin contracts as well. So make sure you stay tuned for that. We are going to be creating the Kerbal 2 or something. I'll come up with a name for it soon, but that is what we are going to be creating, and hopefully, if all goes well, we'll be launching it and seeing how it flies. Right, here we go. Going from scratch. I have not planned this one. Sometimes I plan them. This one is not planned because I wanted to do something else, and then I looked at the contracts and realised they expire shortly. So within the next couple of episodes we have got to do this. I'm not sure if they come back. I'm not sure what happens after we do that. So I'm going to start with this. This is going to be the Vinci pod, the Leo. What is that? The Leo Mike 63 Echo M63E Vinci command pod. So this is what I'm going to be using as my vessel of choice. First thing to do on it is, of course, stick a parachute. That is vital. I wish I could change the colour of the parachute. That would have been awesome. But unfortunately, that is not something I can do. We have these radial parachutes. I'm not sure if I should stick them anywhere, but this is what we're stuck with for now. We've got a landing. What's this? A landing parachute system. Let's just stick on the top. Wait, what? Inline parachute. Hang on a second. And then what? So I just stick an aerodynamic nose cone on the top. That would be interesting. Well, not that particular nose cone. Nor that nose cone. Come on, there has to be a simple nose cone for this. What? I mean, is it worth trying? What is? It is something. I can always roll this back if it goes wrong. Kerbal 2. There we go. Okay, right, so this is what we have. By the way, I also managed to find this button, the Final Frontier button. This is what I was after. Tells me all the ribbons that these lots have accumulated. So you can see Jeb's gone on 11 missions, Valentina's on 3, Bob's on 6, Bill's on 9. I think we'll take Valentina up on. In fact, we'll probably take both Jeb and Valentina up on this mission, and we'll see what they can do. Awarded for being the first Kerbal to take footsteps on Kerbin. Ooh, you haven't got that. So we'll do that and see what happens. Let's move on from there. What I require is something for a payload. In fact, no, I require some science. Bad idea. Science Junior. You're the one I'm after. No, wait, I can get the other one. There's other science ones. Where are they? I know there's other ones now because we saw them last time. The Bell Materials Bay, that is one of them. And we'll make that larger. There we go. Looking good. And then I would like to add something for additional science on this. What would I like to add? I think a simple payload bay. That's not what I'm after. I know what I'm after, and I have no idea where it is anymore. It is one of those payload bays that you just know. What's this junior cargo bay? Could I? No, I cannot resize that, so that is not useful to me. So cancel everything I just said. Service bay, that is the one. No. No. 1.5, that is what I want. Open, that's it. Okay, so we'll fill it up with science soon. So that is what is coming back to Earth. That is what is coming back to Earth. Could I get this to land back? That's the question. Could I get this to land back? I'm not particularly keen on this because what I've done there is I've induced an eddy current all along this surface, which means that we are going to have some drag coming off that and then subsequently off that and then the front. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not sure if they have it quite as a... Oh, that's nice. Now that's going in a large ship. We need to now have a decoupler. Can I get a larger decoupler? Well, that's interesting. That's too big. Shrouded decoupler, what? No. Give me a standard. Can I not get a 1.5 meter decoupler? Bell docking port, no. 1.8. 1.25. 1.5, there it is. That is in the wrong place. Below, thank you. There's our decoupler. That looks good. And now we make our... what do you call it? We make the rest of our rocket. Now the only problem is I cannot have that many parts here. That is a big issue, is the amount of parts. Right. I'm just thinking, so we've got 1 part, 2 parts, 3 parts, 4, 5, 6. Right, let me do this. Let me add the science I want in here, and then we'll work back from there. So I want a barometer. We might need multiple ones of these, but I want a barometer. I want a mystery goo container. I want a... Okay, why don't I just fix one of these in instead of a mystery goo container? Better for space. We've got the materials by a thermometer. Does it tell me anyway how many parts I'm using on this vessel? It should, right? I keep there it is. I keep bringing up my taskbar, which is annoying. The Geiger counter can actually sit on the outside. There you go. That is not going to make much. In fact, we'll sit the Geiger counter right there. And the cameras, we'll have 2 cameras, one on either side. Both facing down, I think. Okay, apparently just one. Fine, I'll have another one on this side facing up. There you go. That will do. Okay. That's 12 out of 30. Is there anything else I require in here? I do not think so. What is this? No. No, that is not what I want. None of this is really... Would that fit at the top? Oh. Hang on a second. No, that does not work. Okay, fine. Go away. Yeah, that is not how you put a nose cone back on. Right, so we've got what we require here for now. Let's leave that open. We now need to work on, we have how many parts remaining? We have 18 parts remaining to be able to get us to space. So, an engine is clearly one of them. We also need fuel tanks. So I'm thinking we go for a fairly large fuel tank. So that's where we are not wasting. Oops. That is not what I wanted to do. I do not like that fuel tank. I still want something that looks good. There we go. That is quite nice. Okay. So that should be quite a bit of fuel. We can only go up to 18 tons, and on height we're all right. We are okay on height. So that should be enough fuel to get us up and down. Engine wise, I'm probably looking at not that. The Bell engine? I'm not entirely sure. I think we need a larger engine than that. Vulture, Buzzard. No, these are interesting. That's an interesting engine. Plus it narrows down quite nicely. There we go. Okay, that should be able to get us fairly far. However, we are not done yet. We are not done yet for Kerbal 2. We have a few other things that we need to do. That is solid rocket boosters. Wait, that is not a... That's a liquid engine. Okay, for a second I got confused. I thought, wait, what? Not that. Not that. I want some small solid rocket boosters. By small, I mean that size. Will do quite nicely. So now I need an additional decoupler. How are we looking on parts? We are good. I need a radial decoupler. And for the radial decoupler, I would like to have them on either side like so. And then I'd like to connect these to those decouplers like so. That is not too bad. That is not too bad at all. Just thinking about this, I mean, that's the top. They're going to be sitting there. They want to be upside down. I think this is good. I think this is fairly good. Okay. Now we just need to be... Oh, it's too heavy. It's too heavy now. These two, for some reason, are massively heavy. What if I just dropped the amount of solid fuel they had? I can always drop the amount of solid fuel, which then kind of makes them useless. Okay, maybe I'll look for some smaller ones. Let's look for some smaller fuel tanks. Nope, that's exactly what I just picked up. Those are too big. There's a tiny solid booster. This is going to be embarrassing, but you know. Tiny solid... No, that's just embarrassing. Look at this. This is nice. With built-in Separatron motors for large strap-on boosters, rapid thrust reduction, longer burning thrust curve. That's cool. Whoa, that is quite a rocket. No. Let's not get caught up with this. Small solid... There we go, small boosters. I'm happy with those. I'm fairly happy with those. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with those. Let's go ahead and add tiny little parachutes on them, because we have to. We have 10 parts remaining. So what parts do we need? I think aerodynamics. If we can use a little bit in the way for aerodynamics. Control, for example. No. Nope. Stabilizers. I want little winglets. Tail fins. Does this tail fin have anything on it? Flap spoilers. Doesn't do anything. Does have pitch roll and yaw though. So that's not a bad... That's not too bad. That is not too bad. What I want to do with this though is have... I always like doing... I have a tendency of doing this in threes. And it seems to be quite happy to have that. 23 of 30. This is a 24k. Then... or 25k almost. Then what do I need to do? Right, think brain, think. Now let's use that for thrust and maneuver. Could I make this a little bit bigger? What would that do to it? That would increase the mass of it massively, but I could always... No, not that. No, not that either. No, I can always scale up from here. There we go. That is better. So that's 0.8. That was 825. 0.825, right? 0.85. There you go, 0.85. That is looking alright. That is looking quite alright. Okay. Show severity. Parachutes missing. We have parachutes at the top. Decoupler attached. Wrong. Which decoupler? That's apparently a decoupler. Electric charge required but not generated. Unused monopropellant and check life support. We're not going out too far, so it's got enough life. We're only up in space for a few hours, and seriously, that's enough oxygen for a few hours. And if you need food and water for a few hours, yeah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I've just seen something there. No. Shoot. Whose parachute is this? This thing comes in with a built-in parachute? No. That's weird, whatever that's doing. I'm not sure what this parachute is, but I'm not going to take the risk. I am actually not going to take the risk at all, and I am going to stick in a normal parachute at the top. In addition to that, we are looking to put... which way do I want this to land? Probably... In fact, it doesn't really matter if I can have it landing face down. That would be fine. And we know the issues we've had with drogue chutes in the past. So I shall put 2 drogue chutes, one on either side. And then up here, I'll actually put a third parachute. Just so we have maximum coverage. No, that's not right. Maximum something. We'll also put right, this one's going to be interesting. We'll put, that should be all the pods, right? That's 30. All the parachutes on that. There we go. And we can, what we can do is we can, right, so those 2 will fire. We're not going to have that fire. Oh yeah, those 2 can fire at the same time. That's fine. I'm not sure if that's going to be recoverable. We do not want them firing. We want this. I'll have this fire down here. We're not going to use it though, unless we absolutely have to. So we'll get rid of that. These can fire together, but What's happened here? I have no idea what that's done. There we go. Then up here we're going to have drogue shoots fire first, then that, then that. The separation should happen. Right. This is where the separation happens, and that is when I want these to fire. There we go. So drogue shoots fire, then these will fire as the separation occurs, then these can fire separately. Okay. Okay. I will save that. I think it is a... I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure of this. In theory, this should be controllable. In theory, this should reach a suborbital trajectory. I'm not sure it's capable of an orbit. That all comes down to the amount of delta V we're going to have. That's delta V, but what does this? It's not really showing me much information, is it? Not sure where I get that information from. Okay, let's try it. We can always run one test on it, and if it's successful, we can do it with the In fact, no. Why don't we just take the contract? But I think it's logical. Over to mission control. Oh, let's upgrade mission control. We said we were going to do that. There we go. Mission control is upgraded. We could also upgrade this and still be okay, but I want to get a little bit more money first. Right. Let's see. I want to take Epic Space Program. The first flights, 2 new heights. Yes, I want to take that. It says launch, destination flying high, any experiment, and I've got to recover it. I'll take it. We've got exploration, escape the atmosphere. I think we can take that. It doesn't tell me expires never. Well, great. Reach for the stars. I think we can take that too. Expires never. It's really annoying that we could not take more than... In fact, should we just take the orbit curving one then? That's 3 hours. There's another one that's 8 minutes. There we go. Perhaps I should take this. It should expire never. Expires never. There we go. We've got that. Any other ones that might be useful for us? We haven't got that. We haven't got that. And I do not think we have that either. And we need to be way 170. Why? And remote tech, we've got quite a few days to grab those. Surveys, we've also got a few days to grab those. Okay, I think we've got... Do not destroy the vessel you launch for this mission. You'll be needing it later. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not touch that one. I should probably take this one whilst I'm at it. There you go. Done. Just in case we do manage to make it to orbit. Okay. This is about the right time for a save. YouTube, as that is what the save file is called. Launchpad. I'm not sure that's what I clicked, but okay. I think I clicked Launchpad. There we go. I'm not sure what happened. Kerbal 2. There you go. There's Kerbal 1. This is 1. Hopefully not the only one. This is Kerbal 2. You can see the similarities. We've still got the triple winglet design. We've still got the similar kind of top, nose, same parachutes. But this just looks a lot better. Valentina, you're up. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I have my flight controls here. I'm just thinking whether I should use my flight. Does it still work? Oh, yeah, it does. I could use that for the throttle. This is still working as well. Okay. So, what I need to be careful of, that looks to be pitch. So if I were to push that down, that should tip the whole thing forward, which is not what I'm after. I would want this to be pitching slightly in the opposite direction. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be very, very interesting. Also, I'm going to get a nice picture here. How do I do this? I've forgotten how to do this. Not that. Just, is it hitting that? Oh, it's home. Silly me. Or not. Oh yeah, that's it. There we go. That can be the thumbnail for the episode. It looks terrible, but let's just see. That's an image taken. Let's get back. Is it end? There we go. Okay. I think we should be good to go. I'm hoping we should be good to go. Service bay has everything it needs. Let's lights on. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7. Stop doing that. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. It worked. And my flight controls work as well. And we're okay with that. Let's ooh. Wait, what? What's happened here? Okay, we haven't had such a great time of it. Abort, abort, abort. Yeah, time to abort. Something went wrong there. Oh, that's going very fast. That's not good. We're coming down pretty fast as well. Please tell me everything's going to be okay. Every parachute I could possibly get should have... Nope. That broke apart. Which means that those are most likely going to break apart as well. This landed nicely though. That landed nicely. Okay. Please land nicely. At least I know those things will land nicely. This will not. Let's go ahead and... Right, how do I recover everything? Oh, I'm just going to revert. I think I know what went wrong, but that was my own fault. I forgot to put the throttle up. Okay, here we go. Just got to make sure the controls are correct. There we go. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Well, that's pretty good. Let's add some liquid fuel into it as well. that's awesome. That's worked really well. Let's go and roll this back slightly. Oh, we're spinning. It's not ideal. Let's try and get a better set of controls on this. Probably because I want to head towards the 90. Okay. We're doing a little bit better. SAS is fighting me a little bit more, but not as much. There we go. It's getting better. And we are accelerating away. Right, there's the missions. What missions do we have? Get rid of that one. We know that orbit curbing's not happening. It's escape the atmosphere. We know that's 70,000. Flying high. We are not flying high yet. But it is very, very much happening. Now, why did I do that? I keep bringing that up. We are now flying high. Get ourselves a crew report. There's that. Okay. We're not on a suborbital trajectory yet. We should be soon, though. Surely. Keep that nose up. Oh, what's happened there? Zoom out. And we are out of fuel. What are we looking at? No, that was only 30,000 meters. Really? We did not... I was hoping for at least... Oh, well, I mean... We've got this one. So that's a positive. But we're not escaping the atmosphere in this particular vessel. What we can do is see if I can use this to flip us around a bit. I'm actually going to... Well, we are landing in the ocean, naturally. But if I can bring this... There we go. That looks better. That looks much better. Let's do our science whilst we're up here. Might as well. Irradiate that. Find out what we get. Not much. Observe the materials bay. See what we get. Not much. Log the temperature. We've got something there. Log the pressure. We have nothing because I think we've just got too far down. Should have done that earlier. Now I want to close. Why does it do that? Close that. Okay. Right. I do not want to be spinning. Oh, I said I do not want to be spinning. Careful on the heat. $800, $700, we're slowing down. Drug shoots. Whoa, 15G. Slow us down further, slow us down further. Keep slowing us down. Okay, we're doing okay. That was 15G. Why did that give me 15G like that? There's our shadow. This is probably not going to survive once again. It should survive. I'm not sure why it doesn't. In fact, what I'm going to try and do very quickly is deploy all the parachutes first. See if that causes something to change. That's a lot of parachutes. That is a lot of parachutes. And now we slow down. Right. 7.3 meters per second. I think we should split this. There you go. Can we wiggle this one? Wiggle. 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 Because otherwise we're just going to land on top of this. Just kind of move to the side a bit. Come on, air resistance, do something for me. Is it doing anything? No, apparently not. So let's just spin around. There we go. Look at that. You spin me right round. They're loving it. They're certainly loving it. Oh, I think we have moved a bit. No, we haven't. That's false pretenses. You survived. No, you did not survive. Alright, the tank explodes. Everything else survives. Right, let's recover the vessel. We managed to get something out of this. So, we'll recover the vessel. And let's see how much science we earned. I do not think we earned a lot, but we did some. 19 science, approximately. That is not good. What did we get here? Awarded for flying horizontally at Mach 1. Fine. Altitude. That's fine, okay. R&D, what are we looking at? 50 science. That's not enough for any of this. No. All of this now requires 90 or more. 90, 90, 90, all the way down. In fact, all of this is 90, right? Yeah, that's all 90. Okay, we managed to do one mission. Now, all I need to do is... How do I pick up stage recovery? Settings are now in stock settings. That's not what I wanted. How do I recover... Oh, I'm guessing I've got to do this now. Surprisingly, the solid rocket boosters lasted. So we managed to get 15,000 back. I think it cost us... Well, I'll find out how much it cost us. Where are the various bits of this vessel? How do I find the various bits? Debris. There we go. Pick up the debris. Can I just... No. I have to do this one at a time. There has to be a better way of doing this. Go away, start menu. By the way, if you guys are wondering why I have a Windows 7 starts menu, don't worry. There we go. It's actually Windows 10 that I'm running now. I just like the old style start menu, and I've gone and adapted it to work. It took me quite a while to get that all set up and get the right stuff, and in fact, it's actually not Windows 7. It's actually a Windows Vista taskbar. I know, crazy. Anyway, let's have a look at what we have. So, what mission did we manage to do? Active Archives. Which one did we just do? We did To New Heights. That's the one we've done. So we did manage to get some money for that. How much money did we get for that? 24,000 advance, 24,000 on completion. So we managed to get 48 grand right there, which is good. Is that enough for us to... What's next on this? We need to get low in space. So this is good, because I could probably take that, and all of these combined is all about getting to space. That is the setup. The only thing is low in space. What does low in space mean? Does that mean low in space above Kerbin? Or I think it does. I think it does. So I'm going to take that, because that is the next one we need to do. So we just need to work out how on earth I'm going to do that. What is this? Your space program is suffering from a lack of scientists. Take Kerbal through basic training. What? So you just have to hire a scientist, and then your recruit will be advanced to level 1 and half of your hire cost will be reimbursed when you complete the contract. If your new recruit is not an engineer, please ignore the training drill. So you grab an engineer or a trait that's got scientist, you stuff them in that vessel that I've created, potter them off to the runway, get them to do the Geiger counter, or they're going to be at the runway. I've got to check that. I've got to quickly check that. Administration building. No, that's not it. Astronaut complex. How do we know? Scientist. Random scientist. And you just press hire. Really? And what, we can... this is how we... So we want someone who's... He's a scientist, so he can't be that stupid. Occasional stupidity is fine. It doesn't really have to be too much in the way of courageous. So there you go. Something like that. I'll tell you what, to end this episode, let's go ahead and do that one. Because I've not seen that before. There we go. Got it? There we go, now we have it. So what, I just hire the applicant. There we have him. He's Jardorf Kerman. She is Jardorf Kerman. Okay. I then do a runway. I'll go for the Kerbal rover. And I will throw just you in. Launch the vessel. Okay. This is interesting. Okay, here we are. I just now need to observe them. No, it's not materials bay. Well, I'm going to grab it anyway because that just got me a bunch of science. What? It's a Geiger counter. Log the radiation. There we go. Has that just completed? Where is it? Where is it? I swear I had the mission. Did I not accept it? Okay, I'm going to just recover that vessel and let's see what happened. And with that, I'm going to end this episode. Thank you very much for watching as we're looking at a black screen. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on... what is this? Kerbal Space Program. That is what it is. I'm looking at a black screen, so how do I know? Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think. That was a disappointment, unfortunately, with trying to go to space. I was hoping to just get outside of the atmosphere, but it seems like that has not happened. Mission control active. No, I think it's done it, or not. Wait, what? Well, it's gone now. Must be lacking in Kerbals of a certain role, unmet. No, I think I've done it. Did I get money for it? Or has this just... I'm not sure. Don't forget to support me on Patreon if you can do so. That's www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Your support would be massively, massively appreciated. It would really, really help me out. And also, you can find me on social media at ecgadgetlp for both Twitter and Instagram. That is all from me. And I shall see you guys next time in Kerbal Space Program.